everyone, welcome to Southern Wreaths. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and share my video. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really bright, fun summer wreath. These are the supplies I'm going to use to make this wreath. I have half a roll of this blue mesh, and a little bit less than a whole roll of this hot pink mesh, and then these 4 colors. So I just want to do a really bright and fun wreath. Since I didn't have pink or blue in the polka dots, I decided to just use that color mesh. I'm going to start by adding the pipe cleaners to my wire frame. This is a 14-inch wire frame from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to take my pipe cleaner and put it over the 2 middle rings at the crossbar. I'm going to twist 3 times. And then I'm going to go through and do that at each crossbar. You do want to get them pretty even when you do this, and then when you twist, they'll be about the same size. I finished going around the inside. Now I'm just going to add pipe cleaners to the outside. I'm just going to pick any of the crossbars to start at. I'm going to push the pipe cleaners through and then get them even again, and then twist 3 times. I'm twisting up on this bar and not down or in the middle. Then I'm going to take it, lay the pipe cleaner along the frame. Where it ends is where I'm going to add my next one. And you'll do this going all the way around, and it should line up just about perfect. You'll have 6 pipe cleaners in the center and 8 on the outside. Here, I'll show you when you get to the last one, you lay it down, it touches that. So it's just about perfect going around. And I just went ahead and opened all of my ties on the outside. It just makes it easier when I'm adding. Right, this is 21-inch, like a light blue, kind of turquoise, aqua, one of those colors, mesh. It's got metallic stripes through. Yeah, you can see that. Alright, I am going to gather it at the end, go to the crossbar where my pipe cleaner is at, lay it across the pipe cleaner, and then attach it to the frame with a zip tie. So you're not actually using the pipe cleaner yet. And pull it tight. Wire cutters. I'm going to push the mesh through to the back. And then I'll trim it away back there. This kind of keeps the mesh to the back. That way you don't have this little poof sticking out the front. It's okay if it moves to the front, it'll all be covered up. For this wreath, I'm going to do 10-inch poofs. So I'm just going to use my mat to help me measure. I'm going to line it up at 10 inches. Hold it and just pull straight out to the one. And add that into my pipe cleaner. I'm going to twist the 1 twist and then a half to pull it out. And this just kind of pushes it out of the way. So I'm still at the 10. I'm going to pull. My hands are like that. And then you kind of squeeze it to keep it from moving. And then add it into your pipe cleaner. I'm going to go around and finish adding the poofs. I'll show you what I do when I get to the last poof on the outside. When I get to my last poof on the outside, I'm going to make sure that the pipe cleaners where I added my zip tie are sticking up so I can have access to them. I'm going to do my last 10-inch poof, and I'm going to put it over where the zip tie is, and then I'm going to use that pipe cleaner. And the reason I do that is so it doesn't have any kind of gap. I'm going to open the inside pipe cleaners. Just makes life a little bit easier. And then I'm going to pull the mesh into the center. You pull it in and then just twist it once. And now I'm just going to continue making my poofs. Once I get to my last poof, I'm going to go ahead and open up the first pipe cleaner that I had used to pull the mesh in. I'm going to make my last poof. If I can get it to cooperate. Then I'm going to put it on top of where that mesh is. And now I'm just going to do my pipe cleaner like I did with all the others. And push the mesh to the back. If you used a new roll of mesh, you would trim it away at that point and then push it to the back. And then I'm going to use another zip tie to attach it to the frame. And then just trim away the excess. Alright, there's what it looks like. I'm going to use my rotary cutter to cut the 10-inch mesh. I'm just going to clean up the end here. I'm going to cut it at 20 inches. If you have a brand new roll, you could cut it at 24 inches. You need 14 pieces. So I'm just going to measure it out and then grab it at the one and pull to the center where it's easier for me to cut and where my mat's not as damaged. And then just cut it away. This is a lot easier than using scissors. And I finished cutting my ruffles. So now I'm gonna put something heavy on the end, lay it out flat. This is a smaller ruffle, so like I said, if you have a full roll, you know you should do the 24 inches. So I'm gonna curl the first part and then just start gathering it in my hand. I have my thumbs back here and these fingers are pulling. This finger always holds on. When I get to the end, I'm just going to tuck that under and that just keeps the fraying down. I'm going to open my tie. Like, just make sure it's open. You can open it all the way if you want to. Make sure they're even. Twist 1 1/2. Because I'm going to still add ribbon on top. Yeah. I'll show you again. Just turn it under. And then just gather. And once you get to the end, you tuck it under. You get a pretty little ruffle. Twist. These colors look so pretty together. And then I'm overlapping the edges and that just keeps it in a circle. And then you kind of fluff them up against each other. Alright, I'm going to go through and finish adding all my ruffles. To do the outside, I'm going to ruffle it the exact same way and just stick it into the pipe cleaner. Make sure it's even. Twist it tightly. And then you fluff it, and you want to fluff it against what's on top. So with this one, you'll fluff on the side and what's already there. So you just fluff it a little bit different, but it's pretty much the exact same way. This is what it looks like when I'm done adding the ruffles. As you can see, these colors look really nice together. So if you just wanted to use this as a base, I think it would look really good, but I definitely want to add lots of bright colors. So I'm going to start cutting my ribbon. I'm going to use my 12-inch piece of cardboard. I need 7 of each color. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to slide my scissors in and pull it all the way up to the top and trim it, hold it. Do the same thing on the other side. And I have 7 pieces of ribbon. And then I'm going to go through after I cut it all. I'm going to fold it in half, long ways. I'm going to cut from the wire to the crease at an angle and dovetail the ends. And I do this to all the ribbon. It's not necessary. If you wanted to keep a square edge, you could, or you could just do an angle cut. Okay, I'm going to go through and finish cutting all my ribbon. I've cut my ribbons and I went through and stacked them in all different colors. I didn't want it to be too matchy. So I'm just going to take them and make them even, fold it in half and crease. Then when I open, I'm going to pinch at that crease, and I usually do 3, so 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to add it on top of my pipe cleaner. I'm going to twist tightly 3 times. Then I'm going to take my glue stick and roll down the pipe cleaners. And I like to separate the ribbons in an X. Alright, next one is green and yellow. I tried to mix them up. They still had a sort of pattern, so I didn't have too many of the same color side by side, but I definitely wanted it to look a little messy. Lots of different colors. Right, and when you pull it out, just kind of do it kind of rough. That way it really separates. And you definitely want to try to cover the center, because the ribbon on the outside will cover the outside. After I finish adding the inside, I'm just going to move to the outside. I'm going to fix my ribbons the same way. And I'm just going to add them on top of the pipe cleaner, twist 3 times. Then roll them down with the glue stick. And then I'm going to fluff them pretty much the same way. You just make an X. You mainly just want to cover the mesh up. Alright, I'm going to go around and finish on the outside. This is what it looks like once I add all the ribbons. And I can't decide if I want to add this sign. I kind of like the way it looks. It has the pink, the blue, the green, a little bit of purple. It has orange. And I think it pops off with the back because it's a lighter color. And if I do add this, I'd probably make a bow to put up here. I only have this much orange, but I could just have that be a tail across. And I'd probably add this ribbon to the bow because it has all the colors of the mesh. But I don't know. I think what I'll do is leave it like that and take some pictures and then give people the option of the sign. When you're done with your wreath, go through and try to put the ribbons where the mesh is bare. I have an advantage. I can look over at my computer screen and see where there's bare spots, but you may have to go and hang it up and just step back and look. So like I see over here, needs some color. But that's it. That's how I made my super bright summer wreath. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at craftingwithlee@yahoo.com. Thanks so much for watching. And if you learned anything today or liked my video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.